Good afternoon, class. At this point, we are busy with 2.3. Was that your homework, no? Right, 2.3. You had to do the remaining sums out of this exercise. Okay. Was there any issues with number 1? Yes? No issues. Number 2. I think we did the first column, no? You had to do the second and third column. Any problems with number 2? Yes, Michael? Number 2, O. Oh, okay. Which page is on? This is out of exercise 2.3, page 44. Number 2, oh. Okay, so what we need to do is, we know there is a 1 on that 2, not so. So that will be 2 to the exponent 22 over a to the exponent negative 2 times 22 is negative 44. We take it up because of the negative exponent is 2 to the 22, a to the 44. Now as we know that 2 to the 22 is a fairly large number. So it's going to be 1429, 4,194,000, 4,304, A44. But I'm sure the answer in the textbook is that there. Not so? What is the answer? 1 over 4. 1 over 4 a square. Then this has to be a square. That's number 1. I don't know. For those of you who got a newer textbook, what was the sum in the book? Okay, remember there's different versions of this textbook, okay? Number 2, oh yes. Same sum. And what is the answer in your textbook, in the new textbook? Is that the answer the new textbook has got? Same answer. Then of course there's a 1 over 4 a 4. Then of course there's some miss somewhere. Okay? You all agree with that? Because at 22 of course you're not going to do 1 over 4. Right. Next problem. Any other problems with number 2? Number 3? Any problems with number 3? Number 4? No. Okay. So we spoke about rational exponents, not so? Then we spoke about, did examples. Then you had to do exercise. Did we do all these examples here? Yes. Then you had to do 2.4, the first column. Right. Any problems there with number 1, first column? No, number 1, you had to do the second column. Or is it the first column? You had to do the remaining of number 1. Okay, was there any problems with number 1 out of exercise 2.4? Why it doesn't look like you did your homework there at the back? You did, you got all the sums right. Sir. Number 2, any problems there? Any problems in number 2? Only in the first column. Okay, number 2, first column. Number 3, first column. 3, M. K and M. Okay, heard. Just hang on. Just hang on. This is exercise 2.4, page 47. Number 3. No? Okay, M was the next call, no? Anything else? U. Okay. U is not here. So nobody has a problem with these sums here. A, C, E, G, I. No. Before I now take it away, then you all have a problem with it. So the call was for U. Anything else? Sorry? W. Right. Right, first things first. What do we do here? Brackets, the exponents. Not so. So there's going to be 3 times 10. What's 2 times negative 2? Negative 4. So it's 3 times. 3 to the negative 4 can be written as 1 over 10 to the 4. And 10 to the 4 is what? What is 10 to the 4? 10,000. And 3 times 1 is 3. Who asked this question? What is wrong with you, Mutali? Where did you go wrong? You wrote 1 here. Then where did this 3 go to? Okay, but you did the first 2 steps. Okay, good. Let's look at M. What do we do first here? Exponents. So it's 2x, 3 times 2 is 6 times, 3x, negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. When you multiply and bases are the same, what do you do to exponents? 2 times 3 is 6. So you're going to add 6 and negative 8. 6 plus minus 8 is negative 2. So that is 6 over x squared. Six over x squared. Okay. Any issues here? U. Yes? Ask? Say again, the answer in the textbook, yes? Which sum are you referring to? Sorry? U. Okay, let's talk about that when U is finished. Okay. Then we can then I know exactly what you're talking about. For now I don't. Okay. Because anything to the power 0 is 1, so that's gone. So what is 4 squared? 16x. Negative 1 times 2, negative 2y. 2 times 2, 4. Z negative 6 times. 2 squared is 4. And 4 cubed is 64. Or you could have said it's going to be 2 to the 6, which is also 64. You all agree with that? It's 64. X, 2 times 3 is 6y cubed. So 16 times 64. 24, so 1024, is that correct? Right. X to the negative 2 times x to the negative 6. It's x to the 4. Y. Y 4 times y cubed is y7. Z negative 6. So what do we do with that negative exponent? Goes to the bottom, not so. So it's 1024, x4, y7 all over z6. Right, what is your question, Michael?
So,
2 to the 10. We would have accepted both of this. Okay. So she's saying the textbook has 2 to the 10, and I got 1024, both is accepted. Because the number is fairly large, so they leave it in that form. Okay. That's you. And W. So that means you say 5 factors. These are factors. Not so. So it's x times x squared. 1, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 factors. So it's 3, 6, 10, 15. Not so. So it's going to be x to the 15. Not the O, it's the x, man. Right, you all okay with that? Right. For homework, it is 2.4 the remaining sums. Whatever you didn't do for out of 2.4, you do for homework, okay? Did we do these examples? The examples on page 47 we're going to do now, okay? Okay, take those 3 examples down quickly. Guys, ready? Right, so let's go with the first one. What's the rule when we're multiplying and the bases are the same? We add the exponents, not so. And when we divide, we subtract. So in other words, this will simply be 5 to the x plus 2x. Why? Because I'm multiplying those bases to the same base. Then I'm dividing by this base here. So if I divide, what do I do to the exponents? You want to agree with that? It's 5 to the x plus 2x minus 3. So what do we do now? What is x plus 2x? And 3x minus 3x? Or do I leave it blank? Because if I write 5 on its own, that means you say there's a 1. People, anything to power 0 is? Okay. You all understand? Let's look at the next example. Example 2 on page 47. What needs to be done here? Sorry? Because write the bases as products of its prime factors. So 4 can be written as what? 2 squared, not so? So it's 2 to the 2x minus 1 times 2 squared raised to the exponent n plus 1. No? The n over x, the n. It's 2n minus 1. And it will be n plus 1 times 2. If there's no exponent here, what exponent is on this 2? Over. 16 can be written as what? 2 to the 4. What is 1 over 2, 4? Can be written as what? Right, so say the number is a number you're not familiar with. You should have known that it's going to be 2 to the 10. So we just did it in the previous sum. But let's say you didn't know. And we now need to work it out. It's one of 2 things I can do. It's either break it up using the ladder method or your decomposition method, or I can use a calculator. It is 1024 equals shift. See this button here? That's the button I'm pressing. So you say shift, you activate the yellow keys, factorize. You can all do this quickly. So those of you taking out the calculator for the first time for this week. No? Are you laughing again? Yeah? Are you laughing? He says he's only taking it out for the first time for the week. Or the first time for the year you took it out this morning for the maths test. No, my girl. Right. Let's choose a number. 68. Right. Please say in your calculator, girlfriend. 68. In your calculator, 68. Please equal. What is 68 equal to? Nice. Please shift. Hit button. Factorize. So it's 2 squared times 17. Let's go 1080. 1080. Check what can that be written as. Yes, my girl. Ach nee man. Ja, en rekening kry. Nou, maar as ek calculate nou met ons. Rekening, né? 1080 equals shift 2 cube times 3 cube times 5. You all agree with that? Now say for argument's sake you're stuck now and you don't have a calculator. So you go 1080. Products are 2 goes into here, 540. 2 goes there, 2 carry 1, 70. 2 goes there, 1, 3, 5. 5 goes into there. 5 goes into this. 10 is 2, 5. No. Is that correct? No, it's not. No. You see here, I can't even get this out. So it's 1080 divided by 2 gives you 90. 540, which is right, divided by 2. 270, which is right, divided by 2. 135 divided by 5. 27. Oh, I wrote here. Oh, the 3, not the 2. So it's 27. So 3, 9, 3, 3, 3, 1. So 1080 can be written as 1, 2, 3. 2 cubed times 1, 2, 3. 3 cubed times 5. We're going to get your other calculator. Nice, nice. But you guys understand? Why are you shaking your head? You got the calculator like this and you still don't understand. You don't understand this here, products of its prime factors. Okay, now were you in my grade 8 class? You see, that's the problem. Were you in grade 8 in my class? Oh yeah, it was COVID, no? Yeah, we should have done this in grade 8. Did we not do this in grade 8? Yeah. I think that was just before COVID hit. Yeah. So you, when COVID hit, you blanked everything out. But this was done in grade 8. But listen, you have a calculator that can do this function. So why do you need to understand? But can you do 1080? Whoops. 1080. Whoops. Calculator doesn't apply with anymore. And do shift. Can you do that with a calculator? Then you don't need to know that. Stop wanting to know everything. Only joking, no? Yes. This here? This here? Yes, you're still busy with the sun. You thought that's the answer? I'll give you a chance. No? You see, you guys are too in a hurry. Then when you know it, then you don't care anymore. No? Right, so let's carry on. Right, so 16, if you put that in the calculator, 16 equal shift factorize 2 to the 4. You see that, people? Michael, it's not going to work on that calculator. I know you're trying. I can see you trying. When are you going to get the other calculator? End of the month. Okay, I'm going to borrow you one till the end of the month. No? Here we go, listen. So what do? We sum e raised to I exponent, we multiply the exponents. Not so. So what do we get? 2 to the 2n minus 1 times 2 times n, 2n, 2 times 1, 2 times 2 to the 1 over 4 times 2 and 4 times n. You understand now, Mutali? What don't you understand? The very first sum. Okay, let's go again. The idea, okay, the reason why we're going to break this up into products of its prime factors is so that when we're multiplying and bases are the same, add the powers, when we divide, we subtract the powers. That is the reason why we're changing 4 and 16. You understand? So that the exponents can be brought into one base. Okay. So 4, so you got 2n minus 1, which is that. However, 4 can be written as 2 squared raised to the n plus 1. You see this here? That is the 4. No? Times 2 over 16 can be written as 2 to the 4 raised to the n. 16 can also be written as 4 squared, not so, but it's not in simplest form. It's not in prime factors. You understand? So we always break it up into prime numbers. Right, you got it now. Now, the rule says if we have something raised to a higher exponent, we multiply the exponents. So it's going to be 2 to the 2n minus 1 times 2. 2 times n, 2n. 2 times 1, 2 times 2 over 2. 4 times n. Understand now? Now what do? When we're multiplying and bases are the same, we add the exponent. When we divide, subtract the exponent. Okay. So this here will be 2. 2n minus 1. Remember this, you multiplying here. Can you see that? So what must you do to this exponents? You must add it. So it's going to be 2n minus 1 plus 2n plus 2 plus 1. When we divide, what do we do to the exponents? We must minus. That's why I'm going to say minus 4. You understand, Michael? Don't tell me at the end of the sum you don't understand. No? You all understand? So it's 2. So what do we do to the exponents now? Yeah, so what is 2n plus 2n? 4n. 4n minus 4n? 0. Gone. What is minus n minus 1 plus 2n? 1. 1 plus 1? 2. How you get 3? You take me for a fool again?
No, sir.
Not this time.
No, not now.
Not now, okay? So other times. People, what's 2 squared?
4.
The sum is worth 4, 5 more. Yes. Yes. Now you can't get 10 of this in the exam. What do you mean? Sorry? If you want to do the numerator first, it's a bit boring. So you do this first, see say? So it's going to be 2. Then you write 2n plus and all of that, so that's going to give you 4n plus 2 over 2 to the 4n, which is now 2 to the 4n plus 2 minus 4n, which is 2 squared, which is 4. You see, as long as you're applying the mathematical rules correct, you should get the answer. Understand? Anybody else that want to make us confused? Huh? No. Okay, good. Well, the calculator wasn't on here. What's wrong with you guys? You see? A lot wrong. Okay. Right. We just show again. How are we going to say? The number was 1080 equal. We're pressing this number here. No? This number. There's that button, sir. So you press shift to activate any yellow key. That button, which is a factorize, is 2 cubed times 3 cubed times 5. You got it now? Don't tell everybody. No? Right. People, you guys got it? Any confusion? Girlfriend, you okay in this row? You're sitting here alone. Huh? Why don't you sit with this one that's sitting alone? You guys must play with her, no? You got friends, no? Huh? You got friends? Huh? You got friends? She's not weird. Why is she weird? Right. No, I'm joking. No, she didn't say so before you. Right, people, listen. You all understand? Right, let's do more. Yes, there's 2 more we can do. Let's do one at a time. How was the test today? Bonus question. I don't even know what the bonus question was. What page is this on? 48. Okay, listen. Shh, shh, shh. Give you the answer now. People, example 3 on page 48. Write that down so long. Example 3. Is it also on 47? The antwoord is, the answer is 1 over 4. The answer is 8. Who got 1 over 4? 8. Nice. Listen, not everybody is going to get the bonus one. And listen, if you don't understand, just speak anyway.
So I also guess.
You guess. Who didn't guess? Who worked it out? Right, you guys will have a chance to do it on the board. Yes? Yes. So your hand went up already. And a cousin. Yes. People, we got, listen, can't you see? But where's your textbook? Don't you have it in front of you? Sorry? You want to give the answer already? No. So the sum is, simplify. You got 2 to the 2n minus 1 times 6 to the negative n plus 1 times 27 to the n over 18 to the n. Right, we're going to do the sum together. So what bases do we need to break up? 6, 27 and 18. All three has to be broken up. Okay? Then we get the answer. Go page 48. Right. Let's do this. So this will simply be 2 to the 2n minus 1. Right, break 16 up quickly. Okay, give everybody a chance. Right, 16 can be 6 can be broken up into what? 2 times 3. Yes. 27. 3 cubed. You all okay with that? Let's put it in your calculator, my go. Where's your calculator? You don't have a calculator? So are you writing exams one? You're making me sad. People, 18 can be written as what? 3, 2 times 3 squared. Right, what do we do now? Multiply exponents. So do your thing quickly. So we get 2 to the 2n minus 1 times 2 to the negative n plus 1 times 3 to the negative n plus 1 times. We here now. 3 to the exponent. 3n over. Over what? 2 to the n times 3 to the 2n. You all understand? Any confusion? So what do we do now? When we're multiplying and bases are the same, add the exponent. When we divide, we subtract. So you see that this base, you see this base here? Okay, I highlight this is catching on nonsense a little bit. You see there's a base of 2, base of 2, base of 2. So only those bases, exponents can be brought together. Why? Because those bases are the same. We take this into account. The 3, oh, the blue. Yes. See those bases there? They're again the same. So only those exponents can be brought together. You guys understand? So let's go with it. So that's going to give you 2n minus 1 plus negative n plus 1. Then minus n times what? 3 negative n plus 1, which is that thing. This here plus 3n minus 2. Do you all understand? Right. So what do we do now? People, when you watch any video, just watch for this, okay? You'll see it gives you the reference. Now what, people? Like it. Add your items. So you get 2n minus n is 0. 1 minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So that is 0. Can we leave it as 2? No. So it will be 2 to the 1. Times 3. What's minus n plus 3n? 2n. 2n minus 2n? Also cancel. So what we get? 3 to the... People, anything to power 0 is 1. And 1 times 3 is? You all understand? Okay. Okay, we'll do another one. Yay. Example 4 on page 48. Did you guys watch some of that videos before you wrote? Yesterday. Sorry? Everyone did. Not you, okay? Who didn't? Just put a show of hands. Who didn't watch? Yeah, like last night in time when you studied. Okay, you didn't have a calculator and you didn't watch, okay? Okay. Who else? And you. Okay. Alright. I will monitor. I'll try and mark your papers first. Then I will see. Yes. New exam? Yes. Listen, why would we use a calculator in a class if you can't use it in an exam? You could have used the calculator. Maybe you missed the bus already. Since last year, third term, you could have used a calculator. Since last year, you didn't use a calculator. Wow. Okay, but don't worry, we will mark your paper for yours. And there's one. You Marjan, huh? 1, 2, 3. Leah. And who are you? Okay. I can mark it now for you. I'm joking, man. Come. You don't have to watch it. No? I just thought it's something like extra for you guys. But at least listen, next year. Then before you go to your maths lesson, you watch the video for that lesson. Then you will be as if you're watching that same lesson for the second time. You see, when you go for tuition, no? Everybody thinks the tutor helps more than the teacher. Sometimes it does. No? But importantly, what happens is that you're learning the same thing for the second time. Besides not paying extra now, no? You are listening to the same thing for the second time. That is why it seems like they're doing better, but it's actually you're hearing the same thing for the second time. That's where the videos come in. You are watching it again and again. It will stick. Okay. So when next year come, these lessons will have been recorded already. Then you just watch it the day before. So when you see it, you see the lesson, and you will be able to relate to some of the steps that's already being applied. Do you guys understand? So then you should be getting a better mark next year than what you are getting now. That is only if you put the effort in. Okay, and you leave the TikTok a little at the back. Don't look around. No? We see you. Busy with TikTok stuff. Yeah, I thought you're busy with maths all the time. People, example 4, do you write it down already? Right, so what do we do first? Break it up in products of its prime factors. Right, so do your thing. So which spaces can be broken up? 9. 27. 9 can be written as what? 3 squared raised to the x plus 1 times 3 to the 3x minus 4 over 3 cubed raised to the x plus 1 times 3 x minus 2. Now what do we do? Multiply the exponents. Not so. So it's 3 3 to the exponent 2x plus 2 times 3x minus 4 over 3x plus 3 times 3x minus 4. Okay. You all okay with that? People don't write that fraction between two lines. Use a line in your book to be this line. Okay? And some of you, I don't know if you're trying to save space or what, but use that as a line. Okay. So what do we do now? Are all those bases the same? So all that exponents can be written on one base. Michael? Stop looking in the eyes. Forward. What? So what do we do now? Can it be written as one base? So this will be 3 to the 2x plus 2. Plus, because we're multiplying, so we add here 3x minus 4. We're dividing. So that's going to give you minus 3x. Not plus 3. Minus 3. Because you see here, that is going to become minus was not. So that's going to be minus 3x minus 3. And then, this here, minus x plus 2. You all understand? Right. So what do we do now? Like terms. So add the like terms with me. So we will have 2x plus 3x is 5x minus 3x. 2x minus x. 2 minus 4. Negative 2 minus 3. Negative 5 plus 2. And there we go. Is that the right answer in the book? Yes. Right. Any issues here? No. You all understand, eh? For homework, you're going to do for me exercise 2.5, the first column. Number 1, 2 and 3. Exercise 5, the first column. 2.5, no? And it's on page 48. Okay. At this point you'll just pause and then just take down the sums you need. Otherwise it's going to be better to get a textbook at this point, okay? People, enjoy the rest of your day. Good afternoon, class.